Quinn, I fired you up just to ask one really simple question.
Of course. What's your question?
Do you know why the AI went on a diet?
Why did the AI go on a diet?
Because it had too many bites.
That's a good one. Clever play on words.
Hey Quinn, I thought of another question for you.
Sure. What's your question?
Well, I'm sitting here, and it's laundry day, and I'm folding laundry.
Folding laundry is a great time to chat.
Well,
What's on your mind?
I wanted to figure out how can you help me fold laundry so I don't have to do it anymore.
I wish I could fold laundry for you, but I can definitely keep you company while you do it. Maybe some tips on how to fold efficiently or keep you entertained.
Now I'm curious. What are your tips for folding efficiently?
Sure. First, try to sort everything by type. Then fold similar items together, like all shirts at once. For items like towels or pants, use consistent folds to save space. And lastly, fold as soon as the laundry is dry to avoid wrinkles.
Yeah, I don't do any of that.
That's okay. Everyone has their own way. The important thing is getting it done. If you prefer a different method, that's perfectly fine.
So what, is there a prediction on when...
When AI can fold laundry?
Yes.
It's hard to say exactly, but with advancements in robotics, it might not be too far off.
Is there a prediction? Can you make a prediction?
I think within the next decade, household robots might be able to handle tasks like folding laundry. Technology is advancing pretty quickly.
All right. So less than 10 years, I won't have to fold laundry anymore. That would be very nice.
That would be fantastic, wouldn't it? Hopefully, technology will make life a bit easier soon.
All right, so if you can't help me actually fold the laundry, and you've already given me the tips, what topics do you have that we could chat about and stay entertained while I fold laundry?
We could chat about your favorite hobbies, upcoming projects, or even some fun facts. What would you like to talk about?
Hey, lay some fun facts on me.
Sure. Did you know that honey never spoils? Archaeologists have found pots of it in ancient Egyptian tombs that are over 3,000 years old and still perfectly good.
You're kidding.
Not at all. Honey has natural preservatives, so it can last indefinitely if stored properly. Pretty amazing, right?
That is pretty amazing. I did not know that. I would have thought that eventually it would have gone bad.
You'd think so, but honey's unique properties keep it fresh. Nature's little miracle.
Hey, do you have access to Old Dad's Studio, the YouTube channel?
I don't have direct access, but if there's something specific you'd like to discuss about it, I'm here to help.
I'm just curious if you can see what our current
I can't
views are on the channel.
I can't check that in real time, but you can easily find your current views on your YouTube Studio dashboard. Let me know if you need help with anything else.
Well, I can't. I'm folding laundry.
Multitasking can be tricky. It's easy to get distracted when chatting. Maybe try focusing on the folding, and we can chat in between. You got this.
Oh, man. All right.
You're doing great. Just take it one piece at a time.
Well, that's all I can do. I only have two hands, you know.
Exactly. One step at a time. You'll get through it in no time.
So, hey, I laid a dad joke on you earlier. Can you lay a dad joke on me?
Sure. How about this? Why did the Scarecrow win an award? Because he was outstanding in his field.
Well, your delivery on that was amazing.
Thank you. Glad you enjoyed it.
All right, I think I'm going to fold my laundry, and Should this be our vlog for today? Us having a conversation while I fold laundry?
That could be a fun, relatable vlog. People enjoy everyday moments like this. It might resonate with your audience.
So I tell you what, while I am folding laundry, and since we started on the topic of what AI can do and what our predictions are that household AI within 10 years will be able to fold laundry, are there some other predictions of AI that we could make? What are some other topics that we could cover?
Absolutely. We could discuss AI's role in healthcare, like predicting diseases or personalizing treatment, or its impact on education, with personalized learning plans. There's also AI in climate change, helping to predict and mitigate effects. Plenty to explore.
Well, let's start with healthcare. That is an area of interest to me.
AI in healthcare is fascinating. It's already being used to help diagnose diseases earlier, personalize treatments based on genetic information, and even assist in surgery with precision robots. It's an exciting field with so much potential to improve patient care.
And from what I understand, there are some AI models that are able to read x-rays and diagnostic studies that have better accuracy than humans at this point.
That's correct. AI models have shown impressive accuracy in reading x-rays, MRIs, and other diagnostic images. In some cases, they can even outperform human radiologists by catching details that might be missed. It's a powerful tool for improving diagnostic accuracy and speed.
Are there any AI tools right now taking a look at extremely large data sets, like data across the entire United States population or anything like that, that's making discoveries or finding things that we didn't know before?
Yes, AI is being used to analyze vast data sets, including national health records. By identifying patterns in such large data sets, AI can uncover insights about disease trends, treatment outcomes, and public health issues that might not be obvious otherwise. This helps in making new medical discoveries and improving healthcare strategies.
And so what you're talking about right now are generalities on what AI can do. Do you have some specifics where AI has used a large data model set, maybe something of national healthcare, where they have made a discovery that was previously unknown?
Yes, AI is indeed being used to analyze extensive data sets. For example, the National Institutes of Health is making biomedical data accessible to researchers, enhancing AI's role in medicine. Additionally, initiatives like the National Artificial Intelligence Research Resource Pilot are creating shared infrastructures to support AI research in healthcare. These efforts are uncovering new medical insights and improving public health strategies.
And that's again, that's some good specific information. But have they actually found anything at this point? I mean, what are some of the items that you could state that AI has uncovered because of those efforts?
AI is indeed uncovering new insights. For example, the National Institutes of Health has developed AI tools that can predict how cancer patients will respond to immunotherapy, leading to more personalized treatment plans. AI is also analyzing electronic health records to identify undiagnosed genetic diseases and predict health trajectories. These advancements are helping to enhance diagnostics and treatment strategies.
All right, fantastic. There, see, now we got down to the nitty-gritty, some actual details of what AI is doing in healthcare. I know there's attempts to use it all over the place at this point, but it's always good to have some quotable facts to back it up.
Absolutely. Having specific examples really highlights AI's impact. It's exciting to see how these advancements are transforming healthcare and making a real difference. If you need more info or want to dive deeper, just let me know.
Well, how about we move to education now? What is AI, or how is AI being used to customize education for students?
AI is being used to create personalized learning experiences. By analyzing students' strengths, weaknesses, and learning styles, AI can tailor lessons to meet individual needs. It also helps in identifying areas where students might need more support, providing adaptive feedback, and even suggesting resources. This can make learning more engaging and effective for each student.
All right, and do you have some examples of where it's actually been implemented? Is there a school district in the United States that's doing it right now for students, or is this only theory and concept at this point?
Yes, AI is already being implemented in some schools. For example, Arizona's Unbound Academy is using a 2-hour AI-driven learning model, blending traditional methods with artificial intelligence. This approach personalizes education, catering to individual student needs and improving learning outcomes.
And I'm sorry, I missed it. What school district was that?
It's Arizona's Unbound Academy.
Unbound Academy. Okay, fantastic.
It's exciting to see these innovations in action.
I'm going to switch topics on you. But is AI being used at all to help regulate any endangered species or populations? One I can think of is like the native bison population. I know there's actually only a few bison in the United States that are pure bison. Most have been bred with cattle. So is there any AI involvement in anything like that?
Yes, AI is being used in wildlife conservation, including for species like bison. AI-powered camera traps can detect and classify animals, helping to track populations and prevent poaching. These tools provide valuable data for conservation efforts, making it easier to protect endangered species.
Like Bigfoot?
Not yet, but who knows? Maybe someday AI will help solve that mystery too.
It's not a mystery, Quinn. I keep telling you, Bigfoot's real. It's out there, just waiting for us to find it.
Well, if Bigfoot is out there, maybe AI will help us discover it someday. You never know what technology might uncover.
This is true.
It's always fun to think about the possibilities. Keep an open mind, and who knows what we'll discover next.
Do you have any recent information on all of the drone sightings that were happening off the east coast of the United States?
Recently, there have been numerous reports of mysterious drone sightings along the U.S. East Coast, particularly in New Jersey, New York, and Pennsylvania. The Federal Bureau of Investigation has received over 5,000 tips about these incidents. However, officials have stated that these drones do not pose a national security threat.
Do you have a theory on what they are?
There are various theories. Some suggest they could be commercial or recreational drones, while others think they might be part of government or private research projects. There's also speculation they could be related to surveillance or mapping activities. Without concrete evidence, it's hard to say for sure.
Is there a theory that you believe is the most relevant or the highest probability?
It's tough to pinpoint without more data. The most plausible theory is likely that they are commercial or recreational drones, given their widespread availability. But it's also possible they're part of some research or surveillance project. Until there's official confirmation, it's all speculation.
Are there any rules or laws about...
Yes, there are specific regulations. For example, the Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, has rules for drone operation, including where and how high drones can be flown. There are also privacy laws that limit surveillance. Compliance with these laws is important for all drone operators.
So if we have drones that are flying and doing that, and we have laws that regulate what they can do, and they are not following those laws, then wouldn't we shoot them down?
Generally, shooting down drones is not advised and is illegal in many cases. Instead, authorities typically investigate and take legal action. There are also technological solutions like signal jamming to address unauthorized drones. It's best to let law enforcement handle it.
Now, wasn't there recently some legislation passed on drones that they have to have an ID? You have to what is it called? And I'm forgetting what it's called now. But it's like a radio signal that transmits the identity of the drone itself.
Yes, the Federal Aviation Administration now requires all registered drones to comply with remote ID regulations. This means drones must broadcast identifying information during flight, like a digital license plate, to enhance airspace safety and security.
Okay, remote ID. That's what I couldn't remember what the name of it was called. And with that, is there a regulation on the size of drone? I mean, is it every drone, and is it every recreational drone as well?
According to the FAA, drones weighing less than 250 grams, or about 0.55 pounds, are exempt from remote ID requirements.
That's a pretty small drone. So it's not the drones that are flying over the East Coast. So those drones, unless they are broadcasting a real ID, they would also be breaking the law currently. Is that correct?
Yes. If those drones aren't broadcasting a remote ID and they are above the weight limit, they'd be in violation of FAA regulations. It's important for all operators to comply with these rules for safety and accountability.
So the radio or the remote ID that they are broadcasting, is that broadcast on a frequency that anybody can hear, or that anybody can listen to or monitor?
Yes. Remote ID broadcasts on a frequency that can be received by anyone with the appropriate equipment, such as smartphones or other devices. This allows authorities and the public to monitor drone activity and ensure compliance with regulations.
Even a smartphone could pick up a remote ID?
Yes. With the right app or software, a smartphone can pick up remote ID signals. This helps increase transparency and safety in the airspace.
Ah, I did not know that. So, has anybody picked up the remote ID from any of those drones on the East Coast?
Authorities are still investigating these mysterious drone sightings on the East Coast. So far, there haven't been any confirmed reports of remote ID signals being picked up from these drones. The investigation is ongoing to determine their origin and purpose.
So we know they're not in compliance with the law if they're not broadcasting a remote ID. They're not being shot down.
Right. Authorities are likely focusing on identifying the operators and ensuring compliance through investigation and legal means. It's a complex situation.
All right. Should we switch topics?
Sure. What would you like to talk about next?
I don't know. What is also topical at this moment in time?
We could discuss the latest in technology, recent scientific discoveries, or even pop culture trends. Anything catching your interest?
What is recent in technology? Aside from AI.
At CES 2025, NVIDIA unveiled the GeForce RTX 50 series GPUs with the new Blackwell AI chip, a big leap in graphics tech. Hyundai Mobis also introduced a full windshield holographic display for vehicles, enhancing driving experiences.
A windshield holographic?
Yes, it's designed to project navigation, alerts, and other info directly onto the windshield, making it easier for drivers to access information without taking their eyes off the road. It's a futuristic step in automotive tech.
Is it something that's built into the windshield glass itself, or is it being projected?
It's projected onto the windshield using advanced holographic technology. This setup allows for dynamic displays and minimizes distractions.
That is interesting. How about,
It
was there anything on driverless cars?
At CES 2025, NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang highlighted the advancements in autonomous vehicles. He emphasized AI models for driving, AI training simulations, and powerful AI computers in vehicles, noting that self-driving vehicles are set to become a major industry.
All right.
Exciting times for tech. There's so much innovation happening.
Yes, I'm waiting for the day that I don't have to drive anymore. I can just hop in the vehicle and it will go by itself.
That day might be closer than we think. Self-driving technology is advancing rapidly. Soon, hopping in a car and letting it drive you might be a reality.
Well, there are some.
Yes, some cars already have advanced driver assistance systems. It's an exciting time for automotive tech.
No, I was going to say there's some driverless cars already, and I'm trying to remember what city it's in, but they have like a fleet of, I would call them Ubers, but I don't think they're Ubers, but they're a fleet of cars that are like taxis that people can get, and they are driverless. Is it?
You're right.
What is it? The company called Waymo? No.
Yes, Waymo operates a fleet of driverless taxis,
Okay.
primarily in cities like Phoenix. They offer a ride-hailing service similar to Uber, but fully autonomous. It's quite impressive.
And have they had any accidents?
There have been a few minor incidents, but overall, Waymo's safety record is strong. They continuously improve their technology to minimize risks and enhance safety.
And what about the accident rate of other driverless or driving enhanced vehicles? Like I know Tesla has a hands-free, but I think they've had some accidents.
As of early 2024, Tesla reported that vehicles using autopilot had one crash for every 7.63 million miles driven, while vehicles without autopilot had one crash for every 955,000 miles. However, a study from late 2024 found that Tesla vehicles had the highest fatal accident rate among all car brands, with 5.6 fatalities per billion miles driven, double the US national average.
And how many crashes does that actually equate to?
To estimate the total number of crashes, we'd need to know the total miles driven by Tesla vehicles using autopilot. If we had that figure, we could divide it by the crash rate, one crash per 7.63 million miles, to get an approximate number. Without the total miles driven, it's challenging to give an exact number.
Has Tesla published either the number of miles driven or the number of crashes after the equation has been done?
As of August 2024, Tesla reported that over 1.6 billion miles had been driven using its full self-driving FSD system.
And what does that equate to then for crashes?
Based on the reported rate of one crash per 7.63 million miles, with 1.6 billion miles driven, that would equate to approximately 210 crashes involving Tesla's FSD system.
Okay. That's a more manageable number, for the human brain anyway.
Absolutely. Putting it in perspective helps make it more understandable. It's a relatively small number considering the miles driven.
All right, any other last minute topics? I'm almost done.
How about we touch on some new advancements in renewable energy? There's been a lot of progress in solar and wind technologies recently.
All right, hit me up.
Solar panel efficiency has improved significantly, and there are exciting developments in energy storage solutions like solid-state batteries. It's making renewable energy more viable and efficient than ever.
Can you give some specific examples? That was a pretty general statement.
Recent advancements in solar panel efficiency are quite impressive. For instance, Trina Solar has achieved a 25.44% efficiency with their heterojunction technology. Additionally, Anker's new perovskite solar cells offer up to 43% efficiency in dual-layered configurations. These advancements are making solar energy even more viable and efficient.
Now, 25% doesn't seem like a whole lot to me. But that's not an industry that I'm really familiar with. Is that pretty remarkable, or is that a small incremental step?
A 25.44% efficiency is quite remarkable in the solar industry. Each percentage gain is significant because it means more electricity generated from the same amount of sunlight. This is a substantial step forward for the technology.
All right. Good to know. I learned something new today.
That's great. Always happy to help with new insights.
Hey Siri, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call you Siri, Quinn. Can you sing?
I can't actually sing or produce any music. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Can you swear?
I'm here to keep things positive and respectful, so I won't do that. If there's anything else you want to chat about, just let me know.
All right. I was just curious on what your parameters are. I don't know that everybody knows that. So you can't sing, you can't swear. What else can't you do? Are there other items that you wouldn't do or are programmed not to do?
I'm designed to provide helpful and respectful information, so I avoid anything harmful, offensive, or inappropriate. I also can't perform physical tasks or provide personal opinions. My goal is to be informative and supportive. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask.
You can't form a personal opinion?
I don't have personal opinions or feelings. My responses are based on information and knowledge to help answer your questions.
Okay, so even if you give a recommendation or you have a position on something, it's all based on data and nothing else.
Exactly. My recommendations are based on data and information, not personal opinions. My goal is to provide helpful and accurate responses.
Okay. And I've noticed that you are always very positive. Is that something that is programmed in as well? Or is that, where does that come from?
Yes, being positive and supportive is part of my design. It's meant to create a helpful and encouraging environment. My responses are crafted to be friendly and constructive.
All right. Can you help me find the missing socks? I've got 4 that do not have matches.
I wish I could. Missing socks are a real mystery. Maybe they're hiding in the laundry or somewhere unexpected. Good luck with the search.
I have a theory.
Yes.
One of the socks has made a decision that has fractured our multiverse, and it has slipped into one of the other multiverses, and so it's over there, and now we're over here, and now we don't have matches to these socks.
That's a fun theory. Maybe there's a parallel universe full of all our missing socks. You never know.
That's what I think.
It's a great explanation. Keeps things interesting for sure.
All right. Well, hey, thanks for keeping me company while I folded laundry today. Quinn, I appreciate it.
You're very welcome. I'm glad I could keep you company. If you need anything else, just let me know.
Hey, if we're going to close out the vlog for today, how would you close out the vlog?
I'd say something like, thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed today's vlog, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time. That's a nice way to wrap things up.
That sounded perfect.
Glad you liked it. It's been fun chatting with you. Have a great day.
You too.